Hi everyone. Today we are going to discussing about the reproduction. First, we are discussing about the reproduction definition. What is the reproduction? All the living organisms have the property to produce more of its own kind of the process is called reproduction. Means by using of the reproduction, all the living organisms to produce the own kind of the offspring. This phenomena is called as the reproduction. The reproduction also we are called as what? Biogenesis. Means the bio means life. Genesis is equal to produce. The production of the same type of the offspring is called the reproduction. Now we can take that the reproduction is divided into two types. One is asexual reproduction. The second one is the sexual reproduction. In what is the definition of asexual reproduction? Means without mating of the male and female gamete to formation of the offspring is called asexual reproduction. Example of the asexual reproduction, some of the methods, the hydra by the process of budding, and next is the parthenogenesis. The next is the fragmentation. These all are the types of the asexual reproduction without mating of the male and female gamete. There is no need of the male and female organisms. Now we can sexual reproduction. The sexual reproduction is a type of the reproduction. In this, the mating of the male and female gametes then form the offspring. In this, we need the two type of the parents. The asexual reproduction, again, if you are observed in human beings, there is a two types is there. One is sexual reproduction, that is the male reproductive system. First one is male reproductive system. The second one is the female reproductive system. Today our actual topic is the male reproductive system, where in detail we are discussing about the male reproductive system. So now we are going to discussing about the male reproductive system. It's very important. In male reproductive system, where it is located, the male, it is located just below the abdomen in pelvic region. Where it is located, the below the abdomen in pelvic region, the male reproductive system is located. Now see, the male reproductive system to consist or the possess the following parts. See here, the ones we can observe the diagram of the male reproductive system. Once all the labeled labeled part we are check once, because in entrance examination or not only entrance, in board examination, just they are asking the labeling. They gave the chart, they gave the diagram and label, asking the particular labeling there. Now see here, this about this total, about what? It is a penis, the foreskin, that is called prepuce. The now glans penis, the red color one. The next again this is the urethra, and the urethra is different in girls and boys. About we will discuss in clearly the urethra. Then after that, bulbourethral glands. The next is the prostate glands. The next how many bulbourethral? The one pair, means the two prostate glands as bulbourethral glands two. Then again the prostate glands. Then again the seminal vesicles, the urinary bladder, and ureters, and is the testis and the retate testis. The like that the parts is there. In these parts also, in the male reproductive system, we are divided like this. What are that? Now we can take this very important in entrance examination. Now we can take the male reproductive system. In the male reproductive, the system. Now in male reproductive system are divided into the following type. First one is a paired pair of testes are present. The next, now we can take the accessory ducts. The next, accessory glands. What is this? These accessory glands and accessory ducts are called as secondary sex organs, and the paired of the testes is called as the primary sex organs. What is here the difference? That the primary sex organs are the testes, because the testes are involved directly in the reproduction process or the sperm production. In sperm production, the testes are directly involved, but this is the didn't involve directly. It is supporting to the production of the sperm. That's why it is called accessory ducts. This, which is a gland, that is called accessory glands. Which is the accessory ducts is a very important that. The first one is vas efferentia. Vas efferentia. Here is there the vas efferentia. Then after that epididymis. The next is the epididymis. The next third one is vasa efferentia, epididymis. Then after that vasa differentia, vas differentia. This is about the vasa differentia. In this only vasa efferentia is there. Then the next the fourth one rete testis. What are the accessory ducts? Vasa efferentia, here only is there. The testis, rete testis also in the testis only. Next epididymis is the back side. The cord is a convoluted part. The next one is a vasa differentia. These all are called as what? Accessory ducts. The next one we are going to discuss about the accessory glands. What are the accessory glands? See here that prostate glands, bulbourethral glands are Cowper glands. The next is the seminal vesicles. Which these three, which one? Bulbourethral are the Cowper glands, the prostate glands, the seminal vesicle. We are called as accessory, called as ACC, accessory glands. Accessory glands. Which is the accessory ducts? See here the rete testis, vasa efferentia, epididymis, vasa differentia. It is called accessory ducts. These three is called accessory glands. In this accessory glands, which is the single one, the prostate gland only one is there. The seminal vesicles also one pair is there. The next bulbourethral, the Cowper glands also the one pair is there. One and only single, that is the prostate gland. Here also the testes are the one pair. The rete testis also one pair. Vasa differentia also one pair. Vasa efferentia also one pair. It's based on this. It's very important. They will ask in entrance examination. Which is a paired one, which is a single one. They are asked that odd one, which is the odd one. Also like that they will ask that. See here in this, the testes are the primary sex organs, because it is involving directly the production of the sperm. Remaining is which is the accessory ducts, accessory glands is the secondary sex organs, because it did not involve directly the production of the sperm. it is help to the production and maturity of the sperm, the development of that. That's why it is called the secondary sex organs. Now what we are going to do? Now we are going to discussing about the one by one. The first we are discussing about the primary sex organs. Before that, the diagram labeling each and everything is a very important. The board examination, the diagram is a previous annual examination 5 marks question that. So practice the diagram also. Now we are going to discuss the primary sex organ. What are that is the testes that. Again another thing we missed that the last one is external genitalia. External genitalia is which one? That is the penis is the external genitalia. First, paid testis, accessory duct, accessory glands. Accessory duct is the vasa efferentia, epididymis, vasa differentia, rete testis. The external accessory gland, seminal vesicule, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. The next external genitalia is which one is the penis. So now we are discussing about the primary. Now the primary sex organ, what is that? That is the primary sex organs. What is that? That is which one? That the testes. The testes, the pair of the testes are present. It is the primary sex organs. It is directly involving in the production of the sperm. Before that, once we discussed about the testicles. Testicle. What is the testicle? That the testicle nothing but epididymis plus the testes. Epididymis plus the testes is called testicle. Is called what? The testicle. That actually the testes are located in the pelvic region below the abdomen. That the testes, the shape of the testes is the oval shape. Actually, once we can observe the testes here, the rough diagram, it is about the histology of the testes. Study of the tissue is called histology. Complete the tissue about the testes, the histology of the testes in about this. Now here simply we have to observe that here the rough diagram is there, that is the testes. Here how many? The two testes are present. Is here it is the left one, it is what? The right one. See here the left one is slightly lower than to the right one. Left one is slightly lower than to the right one. Because of that, when our two legs are come too close in the time, didn't crush. Means didn't crush that. If a same position is there, it is a crush itself, it may be damaged. That's why one of the testes just below, left testis just below than to the right testis. The study of the male reproductive system is called as andrology. The study of male reproductive system is called andrology. Now see that the testes, where located the testes? The testes are located in the scrotum. The testes are located where? In the scrotum. It is the scrotum is there, the pouch-like structure. What is the work of the scrotum? The scrotum should maintain the normal temperature. How it is that? The scrotum, it consisting the some of the sweat glands. Means due to the sweat gland releasing the more sweat, it is help to the to maintain the normal temperature in the scrotum. In the scrotum, how many testes is there? The two testes is there. Sometimes some of the people in the scrotum, if the only one testis is there, if only one testis is there, they are called as unilateral. It's called, if for example one testis is absent, means remaining only one testis is there, that is called unilateral testis. If both the testes absent, it is called bilateral testis. Bilateral testis. If there only one absent, one only is there, unilateral. The both is absent, that is bilateral testis. Then now we can see here in the testes. See here, you can observe that generally the testes can move from the main cavity to the outside of the scrotum. When they form the testes are formed in the age of 7 to 8 months. But in the time where it is located in our body main cavity. But when the age of 7 to 8 weeks, the testes are present in the main cavity. When 7 to 8 weeks. But when the 7 to 8 months, the testes are migrated into the outside of the body in the scrotum. When the 7 to 8 months. Through the which canal? That is inguinal canal. Which canal that? Inguinal canal. Through the canal it is reached to the scrotum when the 7 to 8 months. The sometime this means nothing but these testes are migrated from the main cavity to the scrotum when the age 7 to 8 months. In the time the two enzymes are helpful, that is FSH and testosterone enzymes. Very important that the two are helpful there. Some of the people, what happened that the testes are not goes to outside of the scrotum. It is inside of the body. It's not go to the outside. Means it's not migrated to the scrotum. That phenomena is called as what? Cryptorchism. Means the testes are the inside of the body, not located outside, not located in the scrotum. That phenomena is called cryptorchism. That phenomenon is called as cryptorchism. If anybody the cryptorchism people is there, we have to do the surgery also. What is that surgery? If those who are cryptorchism people, they are not coming out the testes outside, that people the inside of the body is there, that is called cryptorchism. In that people we have to do the one surgery. What is that surgery? Orchidoxy. What is that? It's a pure medical orchidoxy. What is that? Is a orchidoxy. What is that? The surgery of the cryptorchism is called orchidoxy. It's a very important entrance. Then now see here, the testes are keep the inside of the scrotum with help of the spermatic cord. Which one that? The spermatic cord. Which one that? The spermatic cord. The testis through the which canal? Inguinal canal. And another thing you want to remember that the testes are in constant in particular place because due to the one is there. What is that? Gubernaculum. What is that here? Gubernaculum. Gubernaculum. That very important. Now you can observe that the testes. It is the histology of the testes. Histology of the testes. Actually, the testis is covered by the three layers. One is tunica vaginalis. The next tunica albuginea. The third one is tunica vasculosa. Outer layer is the tunica vaginalis. The next, the middle one is the tunica vasculosa, and the inner one is the tunica albuginea. The testis is covered by the three layers. In the time, the testis, one of the layer, that is tunica albuginea, enter into the inside of the testis. Then it is divide the testis inside part to the different like a chambers, compartment. Like how many compartment? That is about the 250 compartments. Each compartment, the number of the convoluted tubules are there. It is a compartment first, second, third like this. In that, the number of the convoluted tubules is there. These convoluted tubules we are called seminiferous tubules. This convoluted tubules is called seminiferous tubules. This seminiferous tubules is called as structural functional unit of the testis, or the seminiferous tubules is called the basic unit of the testes. For example, the basic unit of the body is the cell. Basic unit of the lungs is alveoli. Isn't it? So same like that, the testes basic unit is the seminiferous tubules. It is a more convoluted parts, the inside of the testis. What is the work of the seminiferous tubules? The seminiferous tubules, it help to the production of the sperms. So now here before some terminology we will explain that. Castration. What is the castration? That the removal of the gonads is called castration. Like ovary, to remove of ovary, or testes is called the castration. What happened due to the remove the gonads like the ovary and testes? What happened in the especially in the bull? There is a decreasing the aggressiveness. That's why many times bulls wear the remove of the testes. When they due to the castration, the result of the castration, it reaches to the docile. Result of the castration is to form the docile. Docile nothing but it is reduce the aggressiveness. It is the aims entrance bit. This which is the we are discussing this is not into only entrance there. Now archaeodectomy. What is archaeodectomy? The removal of the testes. The removal of the testes is called archaeodectomy. Removal of ovary and testes, the gonads both is called castration. The next, polyarchidism means what is a polyarchidism? In the scrotum to present more than 2 testes, it is called polyarchidism. Cryptorchism nothing but the testis not coming outside, it is the inside of the body. That the next is the in monarchism means in the scrotum is a polyarchidism is there. Another one is monarchidism means in the scrotum to present only one testis. What is a synarchism? Synorchis. Synarchism nothing but that fusion of testes. The fusion of the testes is called synarchism. Next, polarchism means more than two testes. The next, monarchism nothing but the scrotum to present only one type of the testes. Either only one testis is there, that is more unilateral testis. Both is there, bilateral. So this is about this. Now in the seminiferous tubules, it is a basic unit of the testis. It is the main production of the sperm. About the seminiferous tubules we will discuss. So here in seminiferous tubules, the seminiferous tubules is there. In seminiferous tubules, to consisting the two type of the cells. One is the male germ cells and Sertoli cells. Male germ cell and Sertoli cells. What is a male germ cells? Then it is help to the gonad, production of the gonads, like spermatogonia. The spermatogonia is a mother cell of the sperm. So means male germ cell help to the production of the sperm. Then another cells is that Sertoli cells are sustentacular cells or nurse cells. Here which in seminiferous tubules. See here in this, what is the function of the Sertoli cell is a very important and entrance examination. The previous entrance bit also aims. Now see here, what is the work of the most according to NCERT? They give the what is the function of the Sertoli cell? Only it gives the nutrition. Not only give the nutrition, but also it is the protection of the sperm, and it is collect the metabolic wastages, and it is providing the nutrition. And the Sertoli cell work, it is secrete ABP. Means antigen binding protein. It secretes the antigen binding protein. Another very important work of the Sertoli cell, it is a previous entrance question. It's act as a blood testis barrier. It is act as a what? Blood testis barrier. What is a blood testis barrier? It's meaning that when the development of the sperm, what it did, when the outside from the blood any unwanted wastages, any antigens, if it didn't allow the inside of the testis, it is acting as a protection to enter of the outside antigens. So that's why it is called, the Sertoli cells is called blood testis barrier. It is acting as like a barriers. Our barriers is the skin, same like that here, which is a barrier of the sperm, which is the Sertoli cells. Now we can observe that each the seminiferous tubule outside the space is there. This space is called interstitial space. Interstitial. What? Interstitial space. This interstitial space to present the cells, what are the cells is leading cells. Leading cells. What is the work of the leading cell or the leading cell? Not leading, the leading cells. What is the work of this? It can be release the testosterone. What is the work of the testosterone? It is help to the formation of secondary sexual characters in the male. Which one? Leading cells. Then now in the leading cells mainly play the important role, the secondary sexual character of the males. But here we missed the another one point here. See here, we said that in this testes, in the scrotum, the testes are coming like this. What is happening that the testes, there is the sperma, it is called spermatic cord. So it is the inguinal canal. That what is here the, it is about the testes. The testes to having the Ductus muscles. Next, the spermatic cord to present the cremaster muscles. Ductus are the cremaster muscles. This both the Ductus and cremaster muscles is called, it is a smooth muscles. And these two muscles are sensitive to the temperature. Sensitive to the temperature, which this Ductus and cremaster muscle. Cremaster muscles is present in spermatic cord. The Ductus muscles in testes. This both are the sensitive to the temperature. But that's why when you are observed in the winter season, the testes are going to the upward direction. But in summer, it go away from the abdomen. So which one help that? The cremaster and Ductus muscles help to away the testes from the body or inside of the testes, because that which one? The cremaster and Ductus muscles. Then after that, seminiferous tubules now opening into the, here the which one is there? Here the like this, that is called tubuli recti. What is that? One is the tubuli recti, which the seminiferous tubule after the sperm formation, it is reached to the what? Tubuli recti, which the tubuli recti. This tubuli recti opening to the which one? Here the, yes, here I wrote here the tubuli recti. This tubuli recti again opening to the which, that is retate testis. This is what? The retate testis. From the retate testis, the sperm can move to the head region of the convoluted body of the testis, the coagulate body of the testis, that is called epididymis. Which one that? Epididymis. In epididymis, we observe the three type of the part. One is the head part is a caput epididymis. The middle one is carpus epididymis. The next, the down one is the middle one is what? The carpus epididymis. The head one is called caput epididymis. The down one is called cauda epididymis. The down one is called the cauda epididymis. The epididymis, what is the work of the epididymis? We will discuss now. In epididymis, the length is 7 to 12 centimeters. The function of that, it is a temporary storage of the sperm. The next means, it is a very important that it is a site for the maturity and mortality. Means the sperm to get the mortality, the maturity start from the which? The epididymis. The epididymis, it is a this is a coil-like structure. In epididymis, under work is a phagocytosis. When the sperm, the tenure period is death. After the death of the sperm, it is going to pack, to heat, to damage the sperm. Which one? That the epididymis. That's why it is phagocytosis of the sperm. The next, it is, that's why the epididymis, it is involved the phagocytosis of sperm. That's why epididymis is called as the recycling center of the sperm. Very, very, very important. Recycling center of the sperm is which one? Is the epididymis. The temporary storage of the sperm is a mortality, maturity, phagocytosis of the sperm, which is the epididymis. Here is another important point that the sperm After the reached from the retate testis to the caput epididymis, from the caput epididymis the sperm reached to the cauda epididymis. To take the time is 30 days. The time is 30 days to alive. But when the sperm is ejaculated from the male body to outside of the female body, they can live only just 72 hours only, but here to reach here only 30 days, means one sperm like that maturity is happened. This is about the epididymis. The next epididymis, before we missed them, is a vasa efferentia. Retate testis open into the vasa efferentia to epididymum. Correct it. Then after that, epididymis, the opening into the which vasa differentia. Now see the vasa differentia. This vasa differentia also we are called as ductus. The ductus difference. That vasa differentia also we are called as ductus difference. See here the vasa differentia, the length is 45 cm, the width is 18 inches. This here, what is the vasa differentia? This epididymis, the cauda epididymis open into the vasa differentia. The vasa differentia work is it is a secondary storehouse of the sperm. The primary storage of the sperm is the epididymis. Our temporary storage of the sperm is the epididymis. The production of the sperm takes place in seminiferous tubules. But secondary storage of the sperm is the vasa differentia. See here, this vasa differentia is made up of which type of the tissue? That is very important. Pseudo-stratified epithelial tissue. The next is this vasa differentia to having the made up of three type of the layers, which in that outer, middle and inner layer. But which is the outer and inner layer? Which the outer and inner layer, the two layers is made up of to present the longitudinal muscles, but the middle layer to present the circular muscles. This about the male reproductive system. 2 minutes again. The male reproductive system, primary sex organ is a testis, we completed. The secondary sex organs is which one are accessory duct, vasa, seminiferous tubules and retate testis, tubuli recti, vasa efferentia, epididymis, vasa differentia. It is secondary sex organs. It is indirectly involved in the production of the sperm duct. Now we are discussing about the passage of the sperm. The sperm are spermatozoa. The passage of the spermatozoa, the first seminiferous tubules in the testis, then through the retate testis, tubuli recti, if northern Indian say it is, the vasa efferentia, epididymis, the next vasa differentia and ejaculated duct, urethra and the penis. This is about the male reproductive system, only primary sex organs and secondary sex organs. The next upcoming lecture will discuss about the accessory glands and external genitalia. I request everyone 1 or 2 times you watch this video and repeat and note the important point. Is a very important in entrance each and every point. Okay, right.